ourselves, what kind of school experience do our students need to be the leaders of our community tomorrow, then that's the kind of education we'll provide, one that brings together building students' academic skills, their readiness for college and careers, and their readiness to be participants in our democracy, to lead the way toward a better future for their communities and for our country. I'm excited to see the great work that all of you will continue to do for educators and for students who, because of their connection to EL, are inspired and better prepared, as Fannie Lou Hamer urged, to get up and try to do something. And with that, I look forward to our conversation with the students. Thank you so much for the opportunity to join you.
Let's have another round of applause for Dr. King.
With the EL curriculum and the projects you've been doing in your schools, and to try to explain for us what you think the positive impact of the projects you've done has been on you.
We learn about fire and how it burned the mountain. When we learned about the Storm King, we were learning about what happened in the past when the 14 firefighters died. So when we did Market Day, we were trying to help the community and doing the shelter and trying to earn money. So it made me feel good because we were trying to help the community and we were trying not to hurt the community. We were trying to help it with doing the shelter from second grade.
All right, so let me ask you next to talk about, and Janelle, you raised this a little bit, the academic benefits of doing projects. And you can talk about your Better World project, but you can talk about other projects that you've done in school. But some people would say, well, it's great that you're doing projects that make the world better, but how are they helping you as a student?
I think they help us a lot because when you're doing your expedition and you go on field work, it's like a big hands-on activity that's fun too, but you're learning the whole time about what your expedition is about. And when you do that fun fieldwork activity, it really helps you for me, it really helps you understand what you're doing and learning about in the expedition a lot more, instead of just like sitting at your desk and having someone just tell you about it.
For me as a learner, it helps me because I feel more engaged when I'm out doing field work, and it helps me understand what we're learning about a lot more because of the hands-on experience, and I really enjoy the field work. Like when we did the camping trip in third grade when we did that camping trip in third grade, it was all connected to something we were learning about, but we didn't know we were learning since we were having so much fun at the same time. I'm better at writing. What I'm better at is I'm better at writing because we were writing for our poems.
I feel like for the expeditions, I know a lot more about like the history and how to help our community, because for Market Day when we raised money for the community, and on Storm King we learned about the past of our community, and a lot of other expeditions we learned about our community and how to help it.
I enjoy expedition and it helps me as a learner learning about how to help your community and help wildlife instead of destroying it.
All right, so the work that I do is about trying to make the country more fair for everyone, right? Especially for students, and to try to make sure that schools are fair places. What do you see either about schools or about how society is that you think is unfair, that you want all of us as adults to try to change or make better? And we could start with whoever wants to go first.
I think that cyberbullying is a big thing, and it's happened to me personally when playing Fortnite and stuff. And adults can change it by viewing the video games. They're playing more that's online. If it's verbal, they can listen to them, and if it's typing, like chat bubbles, then they can see what they're typing and see if it's mean or not.
Like I've personally had a problem where people mock me a lot for my height, and it doesn't just happen to me, it also happens to a lot of my friends. Like whenever I'm trying to get to class, people just like stare and like call me short stack, and my friends too, or call me other names like tramp or stuff like that. And usually sometimes it's the taller kids, but also sometimes the short kids, and I like tell them like, why are you saying that, like you're short too, so there's no point of calling me short when you're short too. And a way that adults can help is like we can probably like have a group and like talk about ways like to like be kinder to each other, and like stuff to not do to others, just so they can like just hear about what the teacher is saying, and they can like just show some empathy and like say, oh, probably I shouldn't call this girl short anymore because it probably will hurt her feelings.
Something that I think is unfair in the community and school is like gender issues, because once my friends and I wanted to play infection with the boys, and they did not let us because they said that they're too fast, we would never keep up. And I think that that's just horrible, and I don't like it in the community, but I think adults should help by making sure that everybody's allowed to play and it's fair.
Adults can help by telling them what's the truth, by not lying to them, and learn for not to tell them to not lie, and for so they can learn to.
My teacher also says that if she finds out you're lying, there's gonna be a bigger consequence than just telling her like right now.
All right, so we just have time for one more question. So you have this room of all of these teachers and principals, and so I want you to describe what you think makes school great. Like what if you were describing to someone what makes for a great teacher, what makes a great classroom project, what do you want as a student? Like you're the customer of schools, right? And so we want to know, everyone in this room wants to know, what do the customers think? What do the customers want? Yeah, you ready, Yana?
I think that school makes it great, the teachers, and that you can learn Spanish and English. How the school is great is by the teachers making the kids smart by math.
La escuela es buena de que los que no hablan inglés les enseñan español, y los que no hablan español les enseñan a hablar inglés.
What makes the school
Español.
What makes the school great is for the kids that don't know English is that the teachers show them English. That you get to learn a lot of stuff. Learning new things every day. By Mr. Mike helping the school be clean.
Y Miss Axman me ayuda mucho a mí a hacer las tareas y aprender inglés.
Ms. Lockman helps her learn a lot of English and do her homework. That you get to read, and reading helps you learn a lot.
I think what makes school great is friends and being able to learn. Because it's mostly just learn. What's the question again? I think that what would make school great would be wait 1 second. These chairs are making me getting distracted from the question.
Okay.
There we go. That's much more better. Okay, so what was the question again? What would make school great would be mostly something that you call, it's like, excuse me, if you could just stay in the school instead of going out to recess, and being able to play quiz games, which is mostly a app full of games, and they're online and they're free.
Thank you guys for a great conversation. Thank you for being brave and sharing your experience in school with all these educators in this room who are excited about your future and committed to your success. So thank you for this conversation. Can everyone please join me in giving a round of applause to our fantastic students?